welcome back to the next episode of I'm a Tec Diver, Get Me Out of Here. And today we're going to talk about an experience that happened to me on a dive about 1996, 97 in a place called Gran Canaria, where I had a dive school many years ago. And it's on a wreck called the Alfonso XII. The story is going to cover the ship, the dive, and what I learned from it. There's some good things to learn from this dive, that's for sure. So first of all, let's talk about the ship. The Alfonso XII was a corridor, a postal ship. She sank in 1885, carrying 10 boxes of gold bullion. These boxes of gold bullion were bound to pay the Spanish troops in Cuba. And she was the deepest salvage of the time in 1885, and four salvage divers actually lost their life on her. She sits in 50 metres. Pretty treacherous dive, because the way that she sank is that she was a navigating error from the first officer. The captain was asleep. First officer drove the boat onto the rocks, navigation error, a place called Gando Shoal, hit the rocks. She turned, drifted off and sank facing the wind. Now, if any of you guys know about Gran Canaria, you get prevailing winds come off the Sahara there. 11 months of the year, quite strong winds. This is why people go there to cross the Atlantic, guarantee a swift passage across the Atlantic. You've got fair winds. And that's what she was doing there, really, the Alfonso XII. Now, this ship, she sank facing the wind, and she was, say, 107 metres long. She had a 7-metre beam. Let's show you a picture of the Alfonso XII. That's her there. You can see it. That there is the Alfonso XII. Long and thin, and pretty sexy, really. In fact, the only thing she's missing is Claudia Schiffer's knickers. Now, the Alfonso XII went down with 10 boxes of gold bullion. 9 boxes were recovered, as I already said, on the salvage, deepest salvage of the time. 9 boxes were recovered, and 1 box broke on ascent, scattering the coins into the top of the bridge. And here's a coin off the Alfonso XII, the gold coin off the bridge of the Alfonso XII. She was always very tricky to get onto, because the wind used to come off the Sahara, and the prevailing wind used to blow the sea state along the length of the ship. And the problem with that is you've got quite a big sea state running. On average, it doesn't ever get any less than 1.5 meters over the top of her, 11 months of the year. So to get on this wreck at the time, or the GPSs we were using in 97, what we had to do is we had to drop the shot and on the mark, and then get ready quickly, get in the water, go down the line, pick up the shot and move it into the wreck. Unless, of course, we managed to put the shot in that 7-metre beam. So it's like finding a needle in a haystack, really, putting a small piece of thread through a needle. It's quite a tricky old event to shop or well. So, the best thing to do would be so you get surface support, would be to shoot down the line, pick up the shot, take it into the wreck and secure the wreck, then signal the boat to the surface. Anyway, this particular day was running about 1.5 metre wave height. And I'm going to come into the story on the next episode, but if you really want to know what happened on this ship in 97 with my friend Eduardo, tune into the next episode of I'm a Tec Diver, Get Me Out of Here.